So,
Paytime vacation.
we just got out of the 2015 film The Walk, starring Keels. You want to throw out that IMDb? We already know about Joseph Gordon-Levitt. My boy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Oh my gosh. Been following... Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so who we got?
Like you said, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is Philippe Petit. Ben Kingsley is Papa Rudy. Charlotte LeBon is Annie Alex.
She was cute.
Yeah, she was.
James Badge Dale is Jean-Louis. Ben Schwartz is Albert. And Steve Valentine is Barry Greenhouse. And it doesn't say who Jeff was.
Alright, but Jeff was the main character who was, like, scared of heights now.
I love Albert because he's in one of my favorite shows, Constant Lies on Showtime.
Nice.
Oh, you watched that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I fell off of that one.
You gotta come back to it, man.
Alright, so if you guys don't know about this, it's about a young Frenchman by the name of Philippe who has a dream. He wants to climb, or put a wire across the World Trade Center. Now he gears himself up and he has this dream, and I mean, I like period pieces, okay? And this in specific was like following your dream and everything, and it made you feel good inside, and just the task of how they went through this heist and how they got accomplices is just, it was pretty slick. I mean, as simple as it sounded, I mean, it's a dangerous task, especially in the 70s, trying to break into the World Trade Center. Like, come on.
It seemed like he did it with ease. He did
it with some swag, yeah.
Different
people.
Yeah, like a tourist, a contractor.
When he stabbed his toe, the crutches.
This is
It was easy back then.
this is why we had terrorist attacks.
Shut up.
Yo, are you serious? Like, yo.
It's true though because hey,
Damn.
He did just walk in like with ease.
and the airport thing with all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to do? I'm going to... No, look, you have
TSA.
rope, you know, like, what was it, a bow and arrow, like, all the wrenches. What do you, it's like, what do you use all this stuff for? I'm going to climb the World Trade Center. Okay, go through. I'm
like,
just
yeah,
like,
good luck.
Good luck. Go ahead. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, really?
It
let
was,
him right
it was
through.
much more simple back then.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
In 1974.
Heck, we had terrorist attacks back then though, but no one thinking airport and planes.
Yeah. But... beside that, on a negative note, let's bring it up to a positive. Robert Zemeckis did wonders with this movie. Like, I love the soundtrack. I love the Papa Zeroni. I don't know, there's just the characters were enjoyable. They were, like, clever. I love Jeff, how he's scared of heights, and he doesn't really, it's not like he faces fear, but he's, like, in the moment of, like, danger, they're waiting there together. Yeah. And hands down.
No, he didn't pump out.
No, he didn't punk out. I thought that was going to happen. He was going to freak out and that was going to be it. But hands down, easily, the best scene in the movie is at the very end when he finally climbs across the World Trade Center. And it's just elegant in its beauty, and he walks across the line, and it's just, this movie is designed for 3D. You need to see this movie. Don't see it at home. Go to your theater. See this in IMAX, the biggest format ever, because the spectacle of seeing it makes you feel like you're up high. I feel kind of bad that we were subjected of seeing this only in like just 3D.
Yeah, we need IMAX.
We need IMAX, like true IMAX to enjoy this. This is an experience. I mean, the story itself, you've seen that before. It's cliche. It's Robert Zemeckis. You know, it's great Robert Zemeckis, but still, like, we've seen this before. It's as you can sit at home with that, but seeing that physical scene, hands down, like, it was amazing. It was wonderful. I enjoyed the walk. I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I've been following this dude since Angels in the Outfield. And yes, Keels made up the point today. H2O.
Yeah,
Halloween 2. He was the kid who got the skates in his eyes. I remember that.
And I've been following this man since Third Rock from the Sun.
Yo, and he's so smart, too. Like, I'm about to just praise Joseph Gordon-Levitt in this, like, straight up.
We forget he was the most enjoyable part in the first G.I. Joe movie.
Oh, yeah, Cobra Commander.
Yeah, I liked him in Looper, though.
Oh, yeah, he was good in Looper. But I was going to say, like, he was so smart. He did commercials. He, honestly, this is what he said. He did commercials, and he did, like, little parts in, like, TV shows and movies when he was a kid. And he said straight up, I'm going to use this money, and I'm going to come back. And everybody was like, it was just like the movie of The Walk. It was like, oh, okay. And then he comes back. I remember the movie he came back in. It was Inception. And I was like, that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And look where he is now. Look at my boy now. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. JGL for life. All right, so on that note, we're going to go around in the circle. I'm going to give this movie a solid, it was enjoyable. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 4. All right, Keels, what do you have to say about it?
All right. Well, first off, I'm gonna give it a 3. Let's see. Well, this is obviously a different type of movie. You know, we haven't really seen anything like this. Well,
Originality points.
yeah. So originality points.
Even though it's a documentary, but still, kind of.
Hey, shut up. So, I don't know, man. The visuals are they're beautiful. Like the aerial shot when he's walking across, or he's standing there, then he's just looking in the sky before he goes. I'm like, damn. I was like, this movie is awesome. And so, I also like the part, because, throughout the movie, he's like, kind of arrogant. And I also like the part where he's like, he narrates and he says, for the first time ever, I felt something I haven't felt before. And he's like, I felt grateful. And so he like takes a bow to all the people watching him on the ground. And he's like thanking all the wires and stuff for holding its place. I was like, look at that humility. Look at that humility. And so, yeah, right. So,
Swag, man. My boy got swag.
yeah, I like this movie though. A little bit of a love story, but not too much between him and Annie.
Do you want to spoil like the ending, pretty much? About the do you want to tell them just how and like the most depressing? It's a high note. And
No, you can.
Well, it's a documentary, so technically, maybe they got together. I don't know.
You can tell after we pass it around.
Wait, say Caroline.
I want to give this a 4. I thought it was a really good movie. It didn't bore me. It kept a good pace. Everything was interesting. I really didn't have any boring parts about it.
It was boring. Don't go see The Walk. It's terrible.
I really liked
Don't say that, Skullduggery. Don't listen to it.
the view when he walks on the rope. It was beautiful. The music was great. Had a lot of tension in there. Everybody people who were in the theater, which wasn't really a lot of us, but I was kind of at the edge of my seat. I mean, I knew he was going to be okay, but he kept going on and on that rope. He kept going back and forth on it, and then he was just having fun with it. And I was getting nervous for him, but
They could have made a movie about the guy going over Niagara Falls. It would have been a better movie than this.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna give it a 4. I think you should really see this movie if you ever get a chance. I would highly recommend seeing it in 3D and seeing it in IMAX, because this is definitely an IMAX movie, 100%.
I'll put in my input. That beginning of that movie was very bohemian. I did like it in the beginning. Then I walked out and saw something different.
3D glasses. I know it.
Yeah. I see two of her, and she's still good.
I remember that. I was like,
Alright, so
Oh my god.
give this movie a 3.5. I enjoyed this movie. It was a little bit slow in the planning parts of the movie, of him trying to get the wire across and everything else. And kind of, I wish they would have delved more deep into some of the other stuff that he trained for, because we didn't see him train to do any of the stunts that he did on that wire. That was
We saw him practice a couple.
when did we see him lay down on the wire?
Okay, now that.
I guess the solar.
Yeah,
That was a little too much right there.
or knee on the wire. That was some gutsy
he
balls.
did have 3 months to prepare for it, so I'm pretty sure in the course of that 3 months he learned to lay down on it.
3 months and 3 weeks injured on his foot. That he
Get a little
still,
cocky.
yeah, he got a lot of cocky.
I was like, he gonna fall now.
Yeah. But other than that, I enjoyed this movie. It was visually great. I wish we had IMAX here at this Regal Cinema, but we don't. And you must see this movie in IMAX, because you'll get the full effect. This movie is somewhere in the Oscar realm for visual effects.
I can see that.
Visual for Oscars, but to be honest with you, because of the period that the movie came out on, it's going to get snubbed. We're not
course.
going to see like any nomination for The Walk, which is going to be sad.
You don't think so?
Maybe just for
want it to.
visuals.
I'm
That's
calling it. We're gonna see nominations for The Walk. I'm calling it.
Yo, I'm
Maybe
gonna
for
laugh
just-
my ass. If
Maybe.
they don't even acknowledge that. Though.
maybe, but maybe just for
Mark
visual
my
effects. Soundtrack, maybe, I don't know. But
Oh, the soundtrack is beautiful.
yeah, that might get nominated also. But other than that,
Who did the score for it?
not sure.
Yeah, like, hold on, wait. Who did the score for The Walk? Alan Silvestri did. Oh, he's an amazing composer. He did the score for Rocky.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he did the score for Back to the Future. He always teams up with Zemeckis. I could, I should have known that.
Alan Silvestri.
Yeah, amazing composing in this movie. And I gotta say, look, the ending of the movie was just so sad when the mayor's like, "Oh, he gave me." Joseph Gordon-Levitt was like, "He gave me a pass. You know, most people's passes expired, but he crossed it out on mine and said, it lasts forever." And he just walks off camera and they pan on the World Trade Center. I'm like, oh no, that's right. I forget. It's like I didn't forget, but still, you don't want to remember. It's just like, but the thing is, you never want to remember. You always want to remember it forever. Like what he said, like on the past.
I so thought at the end they were just gonna have them show you New York and the World Trade Center, and the World Trade Center's disappeared.
Oh, disappear?
Yeah, that's what
I thought they were going to do that too.
I'm glad they didn't, because it's better that way.
But the whole message of like them, and especially it's that even though the World Trade Center is gone now,
Its soul is still there.
its soul is still there. And I feel like Philippe, his character,
He gave him that soul.
he gave it that heart. The New Yorkers, they gave it that heart. And
This man's still in New York now. He's 66 years old.
And
He's
he's
still living there.
he actually still does. There was an HBO documentary, and there was another documentary that was done on him recently that was on Netflix, where they explain how he still, to this day, he's 60-something, he still does these stunts.
Does it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Uh-huh. And he walked across Notre Dame. They showed that in the movie. But there was another walk. He did a bridge. I think it was the Golden Gate. He might have done, don't quote me on it, but he did another bridge. But yeah, he's still active. He doesn't do it as much anymore because he's 60-something, but still. But yes, the ending at the movie, when he gives it the soul, and I love the theme of like, you always want to chase after your dream no matter what, even when your dream is taken away, like the World Trade Center on September 11th, you still have that spirit and soul, that motivation to push you. So The Walk, the overall score from the Guys Night Crew is... The overall score is a 3.5 out of 4 for the Guys Night Crew. Well deserved.
Hey, when they were rounding up the crew or whatever, did anyone else feel like a Ocean 11's type feel to it?
Oh yeah, it was meant to be like that.
Was it? Alright.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is sort of like Ocean 11, like grabbing everybody.
Yeah, the documentary was the same way, how they were scavenging like all these people. Didn't know about the weird high dude though.
Oh.
Yeah, the trippy guy, like when he's just like,
was like-
oh yeah, I'm so good. It's like, oh, we gotta go up high, get it, high, and then the moment he has to bring up the cable, he's like, I can't do this, man. I'm just spacing out. He bounces. He's just
He
like,
was like, alright, we don't need you. Go this way.
damn.
I was like, yeah, great job, guy. Great job helping us.
Yo, straight up is just like, get the fuck out of here. All right, so that concludes this podcast. Be sure to like us on our Instagram page, Facebook page at Guys Night Movies. Also, be sure on Panagram, Podomatic, Panagram. I'm tired tonight, guys. Twitter page, I already mentioned that. Our t-shirts, and we now have business cards. And also, exactly a month from today, Guys Night Crew will be... We're taking over Rhode Island Comic-Con.
Someone get Jared off the mic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now wait till Jared gets that interview with Peter.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Here's some of our business cards.
If you're an artist,
For sure.
go see that movie.
Yes. So, until next time, remember...
And our shirts will be on Teespring starting tomorrow.
Nice. So be sure to look out for them. So remember, until next time, we do what we do for the sake of the podcast. I didn't mess up that line. Until next time, remember,
You didn't say our names.
this has been Jared Avery.
Rashawn.
Scared.
Cadillac.
Just kills.
All right.
Don't say this movie.
Skullduggery in the background. Remember, we do what we do for the sake of the podcast. Until next time, I'm scared to know who's going to say it.
We're out.
We're out.
Holy bitch!